Hello children, today we are going to study about symbols. What you can see in front of you are some symbols of elements present in the periodic table. Now before I explain you about what is a symbol, let me give you an example of three friends named Siddharth, Samriddhi and Yuvraj. They decided amongst themselves to give short names or nicknames to each other. They said that Siddharth is from now on going to be called as Sid, Samriddhi is going to be called as Sam, and Yuvraj is going to be called as Yuvi. They were very happy with their nicknames and started calling them in this way. I'm sure many of you may already be having friends with the similar names and you may have kept these as nicknames for your friends. So, what is a symbol? A symbol is a short form or abbreviated form of any element. I'm sure you all must have come across these very commonly used abbreviations. Please turn over for PTO, ASAP as soon as possible, do it yourself, DIY, Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, and approx for approximately. So, this is what is meant by abbreviations. Therefore, a symbol is a short form or abbreviated form of any element. Now, where do these symbols actually come from? Much before the earlier times, that means during the early man age, you must have studied that in history, that they used to put some carvings on the walls of the caves. So they used some sort of a symbolic representation. Then earlier alchemists, they actually gave certain pictographic symbols for certain elements. So for earth, the symbol was taken as triangle. For silver, it was taken as a crescent. Then when other philosophers came, like John Dalton, he started using symbols in a different form. He made a circle for oxygen atom, he made a circle with a dot for hydrogen atom. But these symbols were not a convenient way to represent elements and was not very easy for everyone to learn. Then John Berzelius, he came up with an idea. He said that why not use initial letters of elements as symbol? So he gave the symbol of carbon with a capital C and for hydrogen with a capital H. However, the confusion arose when there were elements, more than one elements with the same alphabet, starting with the same alphabet, like calcium also starts with C, cobalt, chlorine, carbon. So in that case, Berzelius gave another step. He said that we can use first two letters as a symbol of any particular element. So he took the symbol of calcium as Ca, aluminum as Al, and cobalt as Co. In certain cases, he said that first and third letters could also be taken as symbols. So for chlorine, the symbol is Cl. For magnesium, the symbol is Mg. Now, certain symbols were also obtained from Latin names. Latin is basically a language of the Romans. So iron, copper, silver, gold, lead, tin, sodium, potassium, mercury, antimony, and tungsten, all of them have obtained their symbols from the Latin names. So Latin name used in case of iron is ferrum, symbol is Fe, cuprum for copper, Cu, argentum for silver, Ag, aurum for gold, Au, plumbum for lead, Pb, stannum for tin, Sn, natrium for sodium, Na, kalium for potassium, K, hydrogyrum for mercury, Hg, stibium for antimony, Sb, and wolfram for tungsten, W. Now, while stating the symbols, he also gave a rule. He said that every time any symbol has to be written, it should always be written with the first letter as capital and the second letter should always be a small letter. For example, for calcium, the symbol is always written as capital C with a small a, which I have written in yellow color. For cobalt, the symbol is always written as capital C with a small o. Again, I have written it with yellow color. These are the correct symbols for calcium and cobalt respectively. However, the symbols can never be written as capital C, capital A, small c, a capital A, or small c and small a. These are the wrong symbols for calcium. For cobalt, the symbols cannot be written as capital C, capital O, small c, capital O, or small c and small o. These are the wrong symbols for cobalt. In the present times, any symbol, any newly discovered element, any chemical formula or any symbol is approved by IUPAC, which is the abbreviation for International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Now, this is how any element comes into practice. It has to go by IUPAC. So children, I hope you all have understood today's topic. See you next time.